across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad, and I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
And he'll work this pass from 25 to the 26-yard line. Quinnen Williams there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 7.
Yeah! There we go, boys!
On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Will McDonald, third tackle.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got that complete to Turpin, and he's going to have the first down. It is. A gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Yeah! Here we go!
Now Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 14 at the screen, and it's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Cowboys. Here's Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Perry's 26.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jamien Sherwood there to meet him.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and play with some pace early on. 4th down, here's Dak. That's taken in. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
The 5-yard line.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Powering forward, he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
So after 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
First down, it is Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Sanders. He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Prescott now. Got a man, that's Tolbert. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Gain of 12.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Quincy Williams in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 3rd down, Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Here we go. 319.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Second and 10.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second and
To throw is Field. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Fields from the gun on third down. That is caught! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
319.
Throwing is Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. Here's Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Donovan Wilson, the safety, able to time it right and come up with a sack.
At the 25-yard line.
Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Here we go, side.
Now a second down throw for Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 16.
Here we go. Good.
Now Fields. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. 46, 46. 46.
Dak to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down. On play action. Here's Dak. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Pistol snap, back to Fields. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Here we go, son.
Fields to throw. He'll try to run for it. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down.
That's good for a Jets.
Now they'll set up to throw. Back to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Jets have a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Fields. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Green 19.
Fields now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Here we go. Good.
Back to throw is Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts an end to this drive.
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Room to run past the 30. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun with Sanders. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Back at the 31-yard line.
The run game not helping them out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger odds a punt for Dallas. Xavier Gibson, deep to return. This returnable from inside is on 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Just simply more of the same. And you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with second and long, third and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Don't jump. Ready?
Second down. It's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fields. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Xavier Gibson. Touchdown, New York. That his second TD catch of the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jets 10, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
38-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he's caught downfield by Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards.
Hey, kill. 26.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10.
Jets 10. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Gibson now on the return. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. It's a gain of 34. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
To throw is Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Throwing is Fields. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They will run it over center with Hall. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the lines. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Taking off, and he's in! Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Jets 17. Cowboys 14.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
47. There we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Here's Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 319, get that.
They'll drop to throw. This one caught by Lazar. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set. 551, 12 go. Set.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And some nifty running on the return, picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Yeah! There we go, boy. There we go, 47. 26.
Here's Dak to throw. He's got it to Mingo. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Gain of 23 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
There we go, 47. There we go, kill. 26.
Dak to throw. This one deep downfield for Mingo. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, 20.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got a man open downfield, it's Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10.
26.
They'll throw again. Dak. He'll go right back to Tolbert. He's got it again. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
22-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2.
Yeah! We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play.
So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. Prescott on 3rd and 2. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Gibson now on the return. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go, son. Turbo, son.
Now Fields. He'll go right and find his running back. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Fields now. He'll step up and run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. This might be one final heave to the end zone.
36-yard line.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to win the game. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This one he's got to have. And he has missed this one. No good. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play one overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Here's a screen now for Sanders. This one's going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That one never got started. Defenses pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Yeah, kill. We go 47. 47. 26.
Dak facing third and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He was defended by DaRon Bland.
Here we go, tonight. Green knight.
Fields now on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Moving outside the pocket. It'll be brought down. It's a gain of 7. Good work by the defense on 3rd and long. Setting up 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, shot.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Looking deep for Lazard. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he's on for the fifth time this afternoon. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. First and 10 now from the 36.
Yeah, here we go. I take the line in.
Back to throw is Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
Here we go, 47. Yeah.
On second down, it's Dak. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more.
Here we go.
First down, Fields. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job defensively. You can see the quarterback. He's working through his options of his progression, Mike. 1, 2, 3. But now that clock in your head starts going off, and that ball needs to come at it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Williams. A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
So that's going to be it. It was a game that did not lack for highlights. But in the end, 4 quarters and an overtime session couldn't break the deadlock. This game ends in a tie. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.